Okay, on this video, we're talking about the CBE Trek Pro Micro 3V. Let's check it out. So this is the CBE Trek Pro Micro 3V. 3V meaning 3-pin vertical. I'm just going to take it off here so we can get a look at it. I've been playing around with this sight for about a week now. I've got it all dialed in now, ready for the Total Archery Challenge, which I leave in a couple of days for Pennsylvania TAC. This is an incredible sight. So I'm going to go over why I chose this sight and why I feel like it might be a good fit for you, but that'll be up to you to make your own decision. So again, this is the CBE Trek Pro Micro 3V. It has 3-pin vertical inside the housing. The first pin and the last pin, so the first pin and the third pin are micro adjustable. The center pin is fixed, does not move. So when you're sighting this in, it's very important to take a few things into consideration. One, you want to unlock and raise your dial all the way up to the full stop at the top. What that's going to do is going to give you full range of motion going from the top to the bottom with your dial. The most important thing that you have to register on this, there's two things. There's one is you have to find your 30-yard pin and you have to find your 60-yard pin. However you set that up is up to you. I have this set up 20, 30, 40. Some people might want 30, 40, 50. Whatever it is, whatever you want, do it your way. But in order to find your sight tape, you need your 30 and you need your 60. So CBE recommends that you find your 20 and then as your top pin, and then use that top pin to then scroll down, find your 30, find your 60, and make a mark on the tape. So you get a number of sight tapes with your sight to choose from. You get a number of colored rings. It comes with the whitish gray one already installed, which I like the best. You've got a number of metal sight tapes to choose from, and then you have this blank one that you're going to use to find your numbers. So again, CBE says to find your 20 with the top pin, get it to where you want it in the housing, and then use your dial to dial down, find your 30, if you want to go 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever you're most comfortable with until you find your 60. Then you mark your 30 and your 60 on the white tape, on the white sight tape. You bring it inside, you take your tool that they provide for you, you line up the 30 with the 30 mark, and then you look down at where your 60 mark is, and it's going to give you a letter. That letter is going to correspond to one of these many sight tapes that you're then going to put on the sight and then go out and check it out. For me, what I did is, because I knew that the 30 was not going to move, I went and found where my 30 was. I sighted in for 30. What I had to do was I had to adjust the housing. Again, like I said, the center pin doesn't move. So if you're going to be off with your 30, you may have to adjust the entire housing up or down to maintain that you are in the full stop position. Whatever way you choose to do it, find out where your 30 is, find out where your 60 is. That'll help you find out your metal sight tapes. This is an all metal aluminum construction. It's very solid. It feels like a very decent sight, and it is. When you scroll with this scroll bar, it is so smooth and it doesn't there's no give to it whatsoever. When you're scrolling through, if you stop, you're stopped. You're not going down a little bit more. It's very well constructed so that you are always getting the exact measurement. And then you can use your switch here to lock it in. It also has micro adjust for windage. It has, like I said, the first pin and the last pin are micro adjustable. It's got a hood on here to cover up in case you don't want your fibers getting blown out. If you think they get too much light, you can cover them up. It is adjustable for a magnifier, or if you want some assistance when you're shooting target, you can add your magnification in there, your lens, and then screw it back in. It has first, second, and third axis adjustment. What that means is your first axis is going to be getting the bar level on your bow. Your second axis is going to be making sure that the housing is level, and then your third axis is going to be when you're shooting on an up or down angle. You can make adjustments to make sure that you are shooting dead on straight. Another thing that attracted me to this, like I said, are the metal sight tapes. I've heard horror stories of people using the stickers, the sight tape stickers, going on a hunt, getting stuck in the rain, and then looking down at their bow and realizing their sight tape's gone. That's a nightmare. That is an absolute nightmare. So these metal sight tapes are great because they're printed white on black, very easy to see, and you don't have to worry about losing your tape in the weather. So there's 12 inches of fiber optic strands in here to help get you the best lighting for your pins. It also comes with a sight light attachment here, and it comes with the light itself. It will take a 41mm lens. It comes in right and left-handed. The pins you can get are the 19 thousandths pin or the 10 thousandths pin. I went with the 10s because they're smaller. I wanted, for those distance shots, I wanted to be able to have the smallest pin that I could. That's why I went with the smaller pins. I'm coming from a 5-pin horizontal fixed pin sight. I wanted something to reach out further because I was set to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and that was it. I wanted to be able to reach out to those farther distances in practice and to go to the Total Archery Challenge, which I'm doing in a couple of days. This sight tape that I have here will get me out to 130 yards, give or take, whether or not I have the clearance, but that's as far as the tape will go. Once you are set and you have your tape and you're on there, and you've got 2 dual indicator pins, so I have it set for 20 and 40, so the top and the bottom pin. What I'm starting to train myself in doing is that when I scroll, you can still use the top and the bottom indicators. The problem with that is that if you dial down to 80 and then you have 80, 90, and 100, it's very easy to get confused when you're in a heat of the moment situation like hunting. So not that we're going to take 100-yard shots, but I'm saying if I am going beyond the 20, 30, 40 for hunting, say I'm going to take a 50 or 60-yard shot, I'll dial it down to 60 and I'll use that bottom pin by using the indicator at the bottom indicator at 60, so that I know, okay, if I'm moving this, I'm automatically using the last pin. You do whatever you feel is right, but you can use either one as an indication, so it gives you that option as well. This is the dovetail attachment that'll fit on any bow. You can also get the Picatinny rail attachment, or you can also get a bridge lock attachment if you have a Matthews. So there's that. I love the hard stop. You just scroll up, you want to make sure you get up to 20, bam. Doesn't go any farther, you know that you're there. It's great. Awesome, awesome feature. Again, very rugged construction. It feels great. You've got a number of, 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 4 divot points in here when you're adjusting where you want it to go on your bow, depending on whether you want it all the way in, whether you want it all the way out, or somewhere in the middle. That's totally up to you. Just remember what setting you have it at, otherwise you're not going to be as accurate as you think. The thing I like most about the vertical pins is that it really cleans up your housing. Your site picture is a lot cleaner when all you're looking at is one post with, well, it's 3 posts, but you're basically looking in one vertical section at your pins. You're not looking at multiple sections that are clogging up your site picture. What gives CBE a leg up from other sites in the market is that they do have their first and third pin as micro adjust. Some of these slider sites, you can't adjust any of those pins. So you really want to do your research when you're trying to choose a site. This is definitely one of the main contenders out there. If you are looking for a slider site, take a look at the CBE Trek Pro. It does come in a 2-pin and a 3-pin option. I recommend the 3-pin. I just like it better myself, having those options right in front of you. You've got your 20, 30, 40. I hunt from tree stands or ground blinds. I'm usually 40 yards or in. So the 20, 30, 40 works perfect for me. If I needed to dial it down, then I would have no problem. I'm also finding that I'm leaving it unlocked most of the time because it doesn't go anywhere. You really have to engage it for it to move. And then when you let it go, it stays exactly where you left it. There's no concern about it moving around. Obviously, when you get set, you should lock it, but if you don't and you leave it unlocked because you do want to have that quick dial, then you can do that without a problem. Again, micro adjust for the windage, which is great. I've never had pins that I can micro adjust. It's a very nice option to have. If you want to learn more about CBE and all the sites and other products that they have, including the Trek Pro Micro 3V, head on over to custombowequipment.com. Check out everything that they have to offer there. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for more videos like this. There's going to be a whole lot more coming down, hitting the table this year, product-wise, as well as a number of hunts planned for this year. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.